Hey, it's Willie Armellini from Flowers and Scents with your industry buzz. Okay, this week we're going to interview Gabriel Becerra. Gabriel Becerra is the president of Golden Flowers, which is a large importer in Miami. He's also the past president of Wffsa. And he was telling me at the Wffsa convention about a project called the Flower Movement. And I said, well, don't tell me because let's tell everybody. So I asked him to have an interview and he can explain what the flower movement is all about. So without further ado, Gabriel Becerra. All right, Gabriel Becerra, welcome to Flowers and Scents. And this conversation started briefly at Wffsa. You were telling me about the flower movement and I said, okay, what is the flower movement? And you said, don't you see all the signs around in this building? And I said, oh, that's what they're for. Okay. So you started to tell me about it, and I said, "Oh, whoa, whoa, hang on a minute. Everybody needs to hear about this. This is not something that just for me. So why don't we do a recording and you can tell everybody about it?" So and obviously you are Gabriel Becerra from Golden Flowers, and I guess recent past president of Wffsa. Is that right?
Yeah, well, first of all, thank you for having me here with you, and I'm glad to be able to talk with you and your audience about the flower movement. I just finished my term as president of the board of Wffsa, so I am past president for one more year, and very happy to have this conversation and share. As you can see, I am wearing my
You're well decorated
shirt, so I'm with my shirt on, and I'll be happy to share with everybody what is going on and what is the flower movement about.
So, well, please do because it's pretty interesting. So tell us what's going on.
Let me tell you like briefly how this started. I have been in the business for about 30 years, a little bit more than 30 years, and I have been visiting many wholesalers through the country in different moments in these 30 years. And I always thought about things that I heard and how tough the business is and or was, and many of the members of the industry in the wholesale segment saying, well, I may want my kids to do something else because it's long hours, early mornings, and I really admired that, and always thought of the importance of our work and the importance of the things that they had done. And many years ago, we were starting in Golden, something that I have here in my other side, that is what we do, and we really help people express feeling with flowers. And so I keep that in my mind, and then we have give this idea to the industry. Many organizations took it, and we got into the pandemic, and was kind of a shock for everybody because, hey, we need to close, we cannot operate. And we were lucky to see that we were able to tell the authorities that our business are essential and that people need flowers. And then everybody started saying, hey, this is real, this is something important. And taking from that and looking into the situation, first days of the pandemic, as you imagine, we had thousands of flowers that were not able to ship anywhere. So we start here in Miami giving flowers to the people in the hospitals, the ones that were working, people in nursing homes, and neighbors, and I mean, showing what flowers can do. And I was discussing with Mariana Becerra, my daughter that works with us in Golden Flowers in the digital marketing. Hey, we should do something about this. We should find a way to show the world what we do. But part of that would be kind of internal, an internal activity to show the industry that what we do is really important and how to feel proud of it and how to feel that our business is very relevant in every situation. So with other people in our team in Golden, we put together ideas, and then as I was already part of the board of Wffsa, I said, well, let me talk with the board. Let me see if there is a support to this idea. Simple idea. And I got a confirmation from the executive committee of Wffsa, and they say, yeah, let's do that. We put together a presentation and some ideas of what and why we should do it. And then we move on. So this is early 2021.
Okay.
And we had the Wffsa conference in Miami in June.
Right.
And then we run like crazy and
Trying to catch up.
And get the support of the committees of Wffsa and the board, the full board. And then we launched the idea. When I was starting my presidency, I said, okay, this is one initiative that we have. And basically it's a grassroots movement. So everybody can be part of it for all the industry. It's not just for Wffsa, but it's kind of drive by Wffsa and with the engine of Wffsa support, and here we are. So that's kind of the initiative. I can give you more details as we speak, but I just
Yeah, well, that's well, you've scratched all around the surface of how we got here, right? So it was an impetus, and feeding my dogs early in the morning. It's feeding time, so if you hear dogs barking, it's just because it's their time. But so
but it was the audience that was happy to
yeah,
hear
well,
what
they're
talking
clapping.
about.
So, but it's a fairly simple process concept. Just reading the website, essentially, you're saying share your story. You have stories. We all have stories. I have as well visited a million wholesalers and retailers and growers and heard many a story from many different perspectives, but they almost always revolve around the benefit of a flower or the joy we can use and bring to people with flowers. So you're basically just saying you have these stories, share the stories. And a good point I think you make is on the website there is that it's not about selling more flowers. It's not about promoting flowers. This is not a promotional order. This is almost a spiritual order, if you will. You're asking people to sort of dig deep and share their encouraging stories that flowers create. Is that accurate?
Exactly. It's there are so many interesting stories, so many easy to share on, and we are not doing it too much, or we're not doing it enough. And everywhere you go to any corner in the country and you see something happening with flowers. I'm going to share with you a story that happened just during Wffsa. To give you an example, and then we can talk about a couple other things. We were in Wffsa 2 weeks ago here in Miami, and Augusto Solano from Masocol Flores, we crossed path when we were there, and he said, oh, I have something to mention to you. There is a movement an international movement as to show solidarity with the people of Ukraine, and there is an interest because of the victims of war to use flowers to show the support.
Mhm.
And there is something going on in many cities. And the 12th of March, that was the Saturday after Wffsa,
Right.
uh, is going to happen that people will put a heart of flowers in many countries, in many cities of the world, with a hashtag saying, uh, hashtag love no war, love no war. Um, do you think that Miami can do something? I said, sure, of course. We are the half of flowers in this country, for sure. Let me figure out what we do. So I just talked with few people in the conference, some of the suppliers, both hard goods and flowers, and everybody said, sure, we'll do it. Then we need to have a designer to make it. What else? So I spoke with my Golden Flowers team that was there, and everybody was kind of in a mission to have that 2 days later in somewhere in Miami. And one of my team members, Lynn Finol, she said to me, she sent me a message. You know what? There is a heart already in the exhibition. It was in an
Right.
Ecuadorian farm, Corazones. I don't remember the name exactly of the company right now.
Right.
But anyway, it was just an exhibitor that has the heart. So we talk with them and we explain the situation. They say, yeah, sure, let's collaborate. Actually, let me talk with the designer, Nelson, and Nelson Gonzalez is his name. He said, sure. You know what? There is a problem because for Saturday, maybe the flowers will not be in good shape. So, okay, no problem. Let's talk with the people here and find flowers for Saturday. So we got more flowers. It was to be in a certain color to follow the
Theme. Yeah.
general layout, let's say. And this gentleman was volunteer, put together a team of volunteers from his School of Design. And on Saturday, we had a beautiful, huge heart in the middle of Coral Gables with the support of Continental Flowers and people from Golden and several people that donated flowers. And we had that done. And we were really supporting a good cause. Simple, of course, we took videos, pictures, and share it. And that's it. That's it. It's getting involved and showing the beauty of flowers and how flowers make our lives different and better. And going in let's say in depth, we need to explain this to our company teams. Anybody in the industry, anybody in the flower business can stop for a moment and share with their people what we are doing and make them feel part of an important industry, an important activity that creates good things, creates hope, creates generate passion for what we do, and then attract, for example, young fellows that come with good ideas and new blood and a different approach, you know. So that's
All right.
one real life example of what is going on.
No, and it's a beautiful thing. I like your passion and your this concept. I'm glad that that Wffsa was willing to run with it. If you can get me a couple of those pictures of that heart, I think I saw some online, or I saw many, but I'm not sure they were in Coral Gables. But if you send me that, I'll add it to this video so we can
Absolutely, I
put
send
that
you.
together. And perhaps this is a on a side note, but I think it's related. I'm going to announce here that I've decided to write a book about the flower industry. Okay.
Ah,
And
okay.
the reason is because I've been doing these interviews like we're doing today, and I'm sort of documenting the history of this business that I grew up in and you grew up in, from my perspective, of course. And I think it relates to what you're saying because I'm telling a lot of stories, right? And they mostly all involve flowers or trucks or flowers or airplanes and different things. But it's all related to the business. And I think, well, anyway, I'm just putting that out there because this all sort of ties together for me. And your concept actually helps me put this in my head so I can get it out of my head in some logical fashion. So, hey, I like the idea, and I will put it up. So you have a website called theflowermovement.org, right?
Yes,
All
yes.
right, I'll throw that up on the screen. And what would you like out of this? What would you want out of this conversation, or people that are listening to this? What would you want the action?
Sure. I think it's important that everybody is aware of this movement. Number two, everybody is invited. And when I'm saying everybody, I'm talking about everybody in the industry, from growers. Actually, let me call my peers, the importers and distributors of flowers, to be part of it. Then wholesalers, florists, designers in any fashion, in any way, to become part of the movement. Is very easy. As you mentioned, there is a website. So you can go to the website, and in the website you can see the toolkit, and there are a lot of simple information is right there, how to get involved, what to do. And for example, if somebody say, okay, I want to be part of it, what do I need to do? Just get in touch with Wffsa, email or through social media, and tell, hey, I want to participate, or I want to do something in my community, and what do I need to do? How to start, where to start. There are examples, there are ways to get some people to help you with ideas of how to do it. And it's as simple as that. And then share information. If you have the information already, you just send it to Wffsa. There is a landing page where you can submit information. And what is information? Photos, videos. You don't need to produce a professional video to be able to, no. I just do it with your phone, and then just share it.
So Wffsa, basically Wffsa is sort of the central point. So if they, that's good that they're behind this, because that puts an organization behind it. So it gives them a nice place, everybody, a good funnel to go to.
Absolutely, absolutely. And again, it's open for everybody. So it's not any, it's very simple. It's
Very
simple.
simple, right? Share your story. It's very simple.
Exactly.
All right, Gabriel Becerra, thank you for your time this morning.